in what would be probably, I say is a very calm narrative tone, but I imagine that's not the tone that most people would be using when faced with a very challenging situation like recovery. So with that, let's go ahead and roll the demo.
There are many products that can restore a virtual machine from backup. I'm going to show you features in VMware ransomware recovery that provide faster, more reliable ransomware recovery. You will see guided recovery workflows, an on-demand isolated recovery environment, badging to keep track of parallel work efforts, and modern malware analysis to help detect and recover from sophisticated ransomware attacks. Let's start with the guided recovery workflow. Building on VMware Cloud DR, we'll start with our ransomware-enabled recovery plan. These plans provide a guided workflow to orderly step through the ransomware recovery tasks from selecting backup recovery points through security analysis and validation to staging and recovery as shown here. We'll start the recovery workflow, select the desired application VM to process, and begin that process in the recovery site that we will now use as our isolated recovery environment, or IRE. This is an on-demand, cloud-based resource to safely conduct our recovery and analysis tasks, eliminating the need for you to manage dedicated resources in your current infrastructure. Another benefit is the assistance provided in picking the best recovery point to start this process with visibility into change rate and entry data metrics on each snapshot, as well as user-applied badges to mark candidates already analyzed. There is less guesswork in the data points, which help minimize recovery times. VMware Cloud DR makes testing easy, so we'll start the process with a known good, previously tested recovery point in our inventory. The VM is quickly recovered into the IRE and scanned with next-gen AV security sensors that will begin validation using a combination of behavioral analysis, malware scanning, and vulnerability analysis. This level of combined security analysis and validation on running workloads is critical for finding the latest, more sophisticated malware threats that cannot be discovered by file scanning alone. To help minimize data loss, you may need to try several alternate restore points to locate the most recent clean data point desired, and need to be able to do this quickly. Along the way, we can annotate the work we are doing and badge the recovery point for others to see the status. The built-in guest file and folder restore capability allows us to extract data from other, more recent recovery points into the working version, further minimizing data loss. Working safely within the IRE, we can adjust the isolation level with push-button ease. We do not want to reinfect production or the current VM we are processing, and you can gradually increase the levels of network access a VM has while monitoring for suspicious behavior. This reduces the risk of reinfection throughout the recovery process. Once satisfied with the curation of the recovered VM, it's a simple process to stage it for eventual recovery, saving any changes, patches, other datasets, or other remediations applied. We are now at the end of our guided workflow and ready to safely recover the repaired virtual machine back into the production site for operations, replacing the impacted version discovered at the beginning of this demonstration.